So g'day again. I did a video a couple of days ago talking about my path forward. I'm 61 years old. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and went for a bit of a walk on my normal morning walk, but it was the afternoon, and I spoke about the different options I have available moving forward. So I wanted to do a follow-up video because that one got a pretty good response actually. People were interested. I think there's a lot of people in my position where they've been working all their lives and they get to, they wake up one day and all of a sudden you're 61 years old and you think, do I want to keep doing what I've been doing for the past 40 years or do I want to try to do something a bit different? So this is a short video about the different options. Over the past couple of years, I've been on a couple of different holidays. I went to the Philippines for a few weeks at the start of 2023, and then at the start or the end of 2023, start of 2024, I went to Thailand. Went to Jomtien in Thailand for a month, 30 days, which was great, actually, really good. And what you realise very quickly when you go for these trips is the difference between living in Australia. I live in Melbourne, Australia, and Southeast Asia. The cost of living is just unbelievably different. So much cheaper to live over there. So I wanted to explore that a bit more of a video about that. So I jumped on online, did a bit of research. I picked up a bit of experience when I was over there, but I wanted to know a bit more of the hard facts, I guess, if you like. So I jumped online and did a bit of research. So I'll just talk about that for a little while. I've got it here in front of me just to remind myself. So this is the website called Numbeo. It's very good because you put in your one city and then you can put in another city and do a comparison. So I put in Melbourne and, like I said, and Pattaya. You can see it here. So, and it compares the prices for a lot of different things. So people that are living in these cities or that have visited the cities put in all these different prices. So you can see that the first one is restaurants in Melbourne. An inexpensive restaurant, a meal, is 25 Australian dollars. In Pattaya, the equivalent is $4.13. So in Pattaya, it's 83.5% less. So a meal for two people in a mid-range restaurant here in Melbourne's $100. In Pattaya, it's $41. So 58% reduction. They've even got McDonald's meal at McDonald's or equivalent combo meal. In Australia, it's $15. In Pattaya, it's $11. So it's 26% less. But, it's not as much, obviously, at a Macca's. But the big one is there, the inexpensive meal, 83% less in Pattaya than in Melbourne, which is massive. A domestic beer is $10 in Melbourne, and it's $3.10. These are all Australian prices again. You can see here they've got the Australian price and then they've got the Thai baht price. But I'll stick to Australian prices because that's what I know. And you can do your own conversion into your currency. If you're from the US, change it to US dollars, and if you're from the UK, change it to British pounds. What else have we got here? Cappuccino. So a regular size cappuccino in Melbourne is $5.11, and in Pattaya it's $2.87, so 44% less. Coke or Pepsi in Australia, it's $3.88. And in Pattaya, it's $1.09, so minus 71%. And a bottle of water, $3.48 in Australia, and it's 50 cents in Pattaya, so minus 85%. Again, that's massive. The one thing that Pattaya isn't cheaper than Melbourne, or there's a couple of things, but one thing is milk, definitely milk. A loaf of bread, $3.99 or $4 Australian. It's $1.96 in Pattaya, so it's 50% cheaper. And I won't go through all these, but you can see them as we sort of scroll down a little bit. Beef is a little bit cheaper in Australia than it is in Pattaya. So milk and beef. So there's two things that we've got an abundance of here in Australia. Bananas, a kilo of bananas, $3.83 in Australia. It's only $1.99 in Pattaya. I had lots of bananas when I was over there. What else have we got here? You can see them all here. They're all cheaper. Bottle of wine is more expensive in Pattaya than it is in Australia. We have a massive amount of wine in Australia. Lots of wine is produced in Australia, and it's for very good quality. So that's one thing. Another thing that's more expensive in Pattaya than it is in Melbourne. All right, transportation. Here we go. This is the good stuff. One-way ticket, local transport. In Melbourne, it's $5.30. And in Pattaya, it's the BART bus, so it's 41 cents Australian. So it's minus 92.2% cheaper. Taxi, so we'll go, let's say down here, yep, taxi 1 hour waiting. Normal tariff is $39.48, and in Pattaya it's $4.13. All right, utilities, scroll down here. Basic electric heating, cooling, water, garbage for a 85 square apartment. It's $246 in Melbourne, it's $98 in Pattaya, so it's minus 60%. The internet, it's got here 60 megs a second down, $80 a month in Australia, and it's only $25 in Pattaya. What else have we got here? Rent, here we go. 1 bedroom apartment in the city centre of Melbourne, it's $2,244, and in Pattaya it's 760 Australian, so it's minus 66%. A 1 bedroom apartment outside the centre in Melbourne's $1,812. In Pattaya it's $414, so minus 77%. Like, these are big percentages, massive, to buy an apartment. So you're talking about per square metre. In the city centre, it's $10,942 Australian per square, and in Pattaya it's $3,439, so it's minus 86.6%. And outside the city centre, it's $8,730 per square in Melbourne, and Pattaya is $2,353, again minus 73%. So they're just some of the differences, and they are massive. So yeah, they're just a couple. If you've been over there, I want you to put down in the comments what experience you have, or if you live in Australia or America or the UK. Yeah, let me know how much transportation, food and housing has gone up over the past 5 to 10 years. I think it's when you get over to Southeast Asia and you see the difference, it's massive, absolutely massive. So anyway, I just wanted to do this short video. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Okay, see ya, bye.